Hey folks, what's up, iyatee? So I got a piece of Edwards here, and I thought we'd try and do something with it. I like the color on it. This is heat treated. Some of what I got on the website. Some of it's brown, some of it's gray, some of it's mottled like this. Just, it's a mix. Had quite a few orders come in this weekend, over the weekend, and I'll be getting those all out tomorrow. Everyone who's ordered, I really appreciate you. Well, if I get a point out of it, it's going to be pretty, huh? I mean, who said Edwards can't be pretty? I don't know if we'll end up at it, but I was originally thinking about doing a Scott's Bluff, but it could end up being something else. See how it goes. I am going to be gone for a couple days next week. Back down to Texas for some flint. should have bought a couple of Scotch Bluff casts while I was down there from Stonehenge Lithics, or I think that's the name of it. He was down there at the artifact show set up, and I'm not sure why I didn't buy a couple Scotch Bluffs while I was there, but I didn't. He also had the Sweetwater Biface cast there that I've been wanting for quite a while, and I haven't bought yet, and I didn't buy it there either. It's about a $50 cast. Got this nastiness right here that still didn't pop it off there. That's the only really bad spot in it that I've got to deal with. I'm still dealing with it. Wow, I just can't get around that. I don't know if I did that or if this is a bad spot in the rock or what, but I think I'm going to try and push it off there with pressure. Alright, let's clean it up. I'm going to open my book up to Scotch Bluff here. I'll go ahead and pause it here and do that and come back. Alrighty. Did harden my tip a bit, work hardened it. Let's see here, too much. Feeling a bit of that arthritis in that middle finger right there. Good night. hurting me today. Once we got this thing straightened out, we'll make a couple more passes of pressure and then to get everything where we want it. First pass is just to clean it up, regularize it, and get rid of some of these nasties. This pass will get rid of some of the it's got some pink in it. Not sure if I ever noticed that. It probably ain't showing up on here, but it's a little pink right there. If you work hard in your tip, your nails or wire or whatever it is you're using will hold up a whole lot longer. Now, there we go. Push a couple up from the base. Well, that stuff ran way up in there. You could sure enough run a fluid on a Dalton or a Clovis with that, for sure. Flakes are traveling pretty nice on there. wanting to push a, I just lost something. I lost a good flake. I'll pick that up right now. So this here, I got a flake of Brazilian agate here that I'm holding on to make the bird point out of. Probably gonna do a bifacing video because I got so much rock piled up around here around my feet I can't even clean my area up because I got so much stuff piled up around here. I need to go ahead and biface, get out of the way. Alright, let's run a row across this other side. Touch up my point here on my flaker just a little bit. Gotta get some good flake scars across this side. Yeah, I wish I would have bought a couple of Scotts Bluff casts while I was there. All those Scotts Bluff casts down there I've seen were, I've never actually held a Scotts Bluff in my hand. All the casts were definitely thicker than I figured they would be, but they were pretty thick. Not like crazy thick, but they were extremely well made. They were just thicker than I expected. Like this is plenty thick or thin enough right here, plenty thin enough. Which this isn't thick either, but we tend to try and make things so thin, and then when you're studying the real ones, they're usually not that thin. Some of the Texas stuff is, but I've said this before that, you know, the Texas stuff is generally thinner than pretty much rest of the artifacts you see. But the Texas material is just tends to lend itself to being thinner. Just the makeup of the flint is such that it allows you to get them thinner. Driving those flakes up in there, thinning that base out. Left a little hinge right there. What we're going to do is we're going to come back right here, use a little finer abrader, and push those off. Just like that. 24 minutes. It seems like I'm getting slower, not faster at these videos. Scrunch that and have better luck and faster of getting it even. See how much closer that is to the symmetry that we need. These scrunching tools are on the website. In case you wanted one. Alright, that was my son David coming in. Let's see here. Off this fat spot. I think that material's cool. It's probably, I think it's kind of washed out on the video. Maybe it's not, but that model look in there is just super cool. I like that quite a bit. finer. That's what last time I replaced my nail on these, I replaced them with a little bit thicker copper, and one place I still, well, I stumble in a lot of places in my napping, but I still struggle on when enough is enough on the final finishing. Sometimes I quit it too soon. The video, if I'm making a video, plays into that also, because most people won't watch more than an hour. The shorter the videos are, the better they do, so usually. I was always a long format video watcher. I literally don't watch any shorts unless it's just by accident. And shorts are the most popular by far among people, no matter what it is you're watching. They don't take any time to watch, and it's definitely the most popular form of video on YouTube. I never felt like I learned much from the shorts. A little strike here or there or whatever just doesn't quite tell the story, you know. Couple on here got pretty long bases, and I was looking at those. I kind of like them. Doggone it, that just busted out different than what I wanted it to, I guess. Kind of wanting this base to be a little bit expanding. flake right there. I think I'm about ready to call it. It's a pretty good looking point. Not gonna balk at it. And that material worked just absolutely beautiful. I'm getting a clean paper towel this time. Be right back. All right, we're back, and we made it in under an hour, which is awesome. Could leave this dry. Didn't have any hinges in it anywhere at all, so there's no need for that, but that oil sometimes will hide little fingernail fractures and stuff like that, but this didn't have any of those in it. Or anything else for that matter. It does have a little bit of that red color. I don't know if I can see it. A little bit of that red color in there. Pink is shining through. There's pink down here. Turned out to be a real nice point. That is just some great working material. It really is. I got another piece of it right here. So anyways, there's our Scott's Bluff right there. I wanted the little longer base on it, and I wanted it to be expanding, kind of like this one here, you know. Some of them have shorter bases, some of them have longer bases. This one actually is almost exactly the same length as that one, but it's a much longer point. So that's a good looking point, and that's a dang good looking. I hope the color's showing up all right now, but I love that model look. That's a pretty piece of rock right there in a nice Scott's Bluff. I really like that. Anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. I might make another video today. I don't know. I gotta go move some hay and do a few other things, and I might come back and make another one. We'll see. That was fun though. I enjoyed it. Spent all morning playing my flute and hanging out and just kind of resting and relaxing, getting ready for the week. So that's what I'm doing today. So appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.